How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Realits, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good night, and good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this video, guys. So today we're going to be taking a look at some stuff regarding Pokemon merchandising leaks, rumors, and all that sort of stuff. All that jib-jab, all that stuff, you know what I'm talking about, lads. But before we get started here, so what are we talking about today, guys? Well, basically, we're taking a look at more stuff here from PokeShopper, aka Paul Ryan, who is the man who literally knows everything about merchandising information. So if you want to know about merchandising info and just like whenever stuff is going to be leaked, this man knows it. Like literally, this is the guy for it. So do make sure you keep your attention on Paul Ryan, because he will have a lot of the stuff that you want to, make sure you know about if you're excited for Gen 8. So let's start going through some of his tweets here, which, I've also talked to him privately on his Discord, as I'm a part of his Patreon squad. A little bit of a thingamajiggy there. But yeah, if you want to join his Patreon, I'm going to link it down below. He, has a lot of exclusive stuff through his Patreon that, I will also be sharing here on my channel and all that. But either way, let's get into all the stuff here, guys. So first things first is to go through some of the tweets he's been leaving, which kind of cover a few things that I want to kind of bring up here and kind of like tie together a bunch of things. So let's start with this. So many people disregard this crossover as useless, but based on everything I have to hand, April to May should be a pivotal point where the real excitement starts to happen. Now, right here, he's referring to these crossovers here with Let's Go and Sun and Moon. So there is a Let's Go, a little like toy thingamajiggy or a little kids collection right here for April 2019. Sees a new release of the Pokemon Kids Collection, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, featuring Ultra Necrozma. The crossover between Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Let's Go promotion is here. And this is also this kind of phasing out of the the Sun and Moon stuff. It's going to be phased out for, instead, Mewtwo stuff, for the Mewtwo Strikes Back movie, as well as Gen 8 also coming, starting its own promotion later on. But, of course, there's going to be leaks that are going to be happening from Takara Tomy and whatnot. So, thanks for the main support. Recently, I've been getting a lot of, he's talking about his new setup here, which, by the way, check out his live streams. Really, really informational, really good streams. It's always nice and chill in his streams, so yeah, definitely check those out. Now, he says here also there's an incredible amount of Meltan and Melmetal merchandise in the works. Can't wait to post it. And then he also gives here, like, an actual, link to his Patreon, which has a post which we can take a look at, or rather, I can take a look at and I can show you guys, which says, given how much I've spoken publicly on stream, and in light of the Karatomi scheduling leaks into summer 2019, I finally have a tie-up of everything. Notes, and he leaves the notes right there, and I'll be taking a look at that in a second. So we're leaving that, there temporarily for now. We'll take a look at it in a second. But I want to look at this tweet as well here, which is kind of an interesting one, also a little bit of a jab, which says, sees new promotion for movie 22. My brain, don't say it, 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 don't say it. Me, expect a new Gen 7 is over video by the best PokeTuber soon, which you all know what the jab is there on. You know what the jab is on. You guys know what you guys know what it's about. But we already know that there's going to be new promotion for movie 22, and we already know that Generation 7 is over because Let's Go was the final Generation 7 game. All the stuff points to it being a Generation 7 game. I'm not going to explain it in this video. I've done it in previous videos, and just go and check not Paul Ryan, but like Joe Merrick, the individual who runs Cerebi.net. Check what he's been saying. That should be enough proof to you. It explains everything you need to know about why Let's Go is Gen 7 game. It is a Gen 7 game. It is not a Generation 8 game. Meltan and Melmetal do not end up as Gen 8 Pokemon. They are Gen 7 Pokemon, according to, the way they've been put together, so to say, or how they've been kind of jam-packed in. But I do wonder if Meltan and Melmetal are going to have any effect on the upcoming Mewtwo movie, if anything's going to happen there. But let's continue through this stuff here, shall we? So, first things first, guys, let's put the trademark Areno on the screen Areno here, and let's jump over to the merch page, which kind of should give us a little bit of stuff here on his Patreon. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Right, so here we have the first thing, which is just a bunch of information, and I'll read through the actual info here. Now, if you're wondering why I put this little trademark right here, it's because I'm a Patreon, one of his Patrons. I support him monthly, and because of that, I don't want people such as a specific YouTuber calling himself the best PokeTuber to simply just come in here and swoop up the information without also supporting PokeShopper. At least I'm supporting him, hence why I'm allowed to use this, information, these images here. If, that individual did the same way that I do, which which is, to support PokeShopper, then I think we would all be fine with it. But let's continue, shall we? So, additional merchandise data for March 2019. Pokemon Sun and Moon Battle Wheel merchandise. Please read carefully. This is the first scan reveal development of merchandise that crosses over the Sun and Moon and Let's Go lines. Please segregate accordingly and read the additional notes. Let's Go. You have Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, Eevee, Pikachu, and Meltan for the Let's Go part here, which I guess is these right here. And again, these right here, boom. These ones are for the Let's Go. And then you have Sun and Moon, which is Team Rocket, Mimikyu, Meowth, Wobbuffet, and Mareanie. And that's up right here. And then also tie in with Magearna and Shaman. And where is that? So that is down here, Shaman, Magearna, and of course, Beware and whatnot. And also down here we have kind of a mixture of them all. But let's see what it says here. As Melmetal is already receiving a merchandise reveal in the coming months, this scan basically looks looks to tie in all the Takara Tomy figurine leaks. And gives the light that the new figurine coming in May will be something brand new. And not Meltan or Melmetal, given it's already featured aspects on many merch pieces. Released March 2019. So, what he says right here, as far as I can understand it, is that there is something new planned. There is some sort of new thing. I'm not sure if it's these ones right here, these images right here, if this, something else, but there is something brand new coming. Again, there are several leaks, and there is something brand new coming that's probably going to tie in with the new movie, the movie 22 thingamajig that's happening. It's going to tie in with that, which is interesting because it's going to most likely be like a connection there, and it's going to be something brand new, aka a brand new Pokemon, similar to how Magearna was leaked through merchandise and that sort of stuff in the past times. And it's going to be a brand new Pokemon. Okay, that's the most interesting part here. It's going to be a brand new Pokemon, so we can expect at least information around anywhere between March. That sort of area. We can expect stuff there. I would say this, though. Don't expect any major reveal in January. Maybe February you can expect some things, but January I wouldn't expect much. If anything happens, keep in mind I will be there to let you guys know. But February is when things get slightly more heated. March is when things get interesting. And April and May is when things mostly get revealed. So we'll see what happens. But maybe we'll get an early reveal, an early trailer in February. The unlikeliness, though, of a trailer for Gen 8 in that early on. The only problem with that would be that it wouldn't coincide well with with Let's Go's release, right? Because Let's Go was released now in November. It's had almost a month now of being out in the in the public eye. I think the sales word are somewhat slowing down now because it makes sense. Smash is coming out soon. The game's been already selling crazy amounts, and generally the Switch doesn't have too much too many more people that have them. People have mostly been, a lot of people have been buying Switches alongside with their games. But overall, the game. My point is, Let's Go is kind of slowing down, and by the time we hit February, I think Let's Go sales will just kind of die down fully. Still selling, a few thousand here and there, maybe 10,000, 20,000, whatever. But it will be slowing down significantly. Like every Pokemon game that has been releasing in the last 5-6 years always does that, right? They slow down going into February, and they just kind of doze off slowly towards March, April, and then kind of the sales can continue going for a decent time. I mean, Ultra Sun and Moon kept selling until November. They've been selling still, a lot of good copies, which is really insane to me. But they will kind of slow down, though. That's what I'm trying to get across. I'm not saying they're going to die down fully, but they're going to, slow down and just, kind of mellow out, so to say, in kind of a nice little stagnant area where they're going to still sell copies, but not as much as they did, in the first weeks or, months, so to say. But yeah. So I'm expecting them to not want to, do it in January, but maybe February and March, because if you look at the reveals so far for all the new generations like X and Y and Sun and Moon, those were all revealed in January and I think both maybe, or was it February for Sun and Moon? Either way, it's in the first 2 months of the year, but both were revealed for new generations. And the reason they do that is because they need a longer promotion cycle, right? Because when you're revealing a brand new generation, there's far more things you gotta promote. With a remake, like you had the same thing with, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. The similarity between these remake games is that the remake games and the secondary games like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, those games are slightly different. And what I mean by that is that those always get revealed in May, April, that sort of area, right? June, April, May, that's when they get revealed. Why? Because they need way less of a promotion cycle to kind of get them into people's heads and be like, okay, here's the brand new thing. This is the brand new region. Let's make sure we put this new thing into your brain so you understand it's a brand new thing, right? But they don't need as much of that when they're doing a remake, right? If it's Omega Ruby, you're gonna be like, okay, it's Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. I get it, right? It's a remake. I get it, right? You don't have as much to show either in terms of promotion. But with a brand new generation, you have far more to show, far more, way more stuff. So there's definitely that to keep in consideration here. So let's see, and we'll also continue up here and see some of the other information here posted by Paul Ryan, which kind of wants to cement the idea that you guys, like, a lot of people don't seem to understand. This stuff isn't bullshit, okay? Leaks from merchandise have been a thing for a long time. They've always had value in them. Leaks from merchandise have been very important because they always seem to show us a lot of things. Last year in 2017, we got the leak for Dusk Lycanroc, I think, right? Yeah, Dusk Lycanroc was leaked through merchandise. It was merchandise who leaked it to us and told us it was going to happen. And Paul Ryan here, he knew about Meltan way before we even got the reveal for Meltan, because he had some information that there was going to be some brand new thing, brand new Pokemon popping up in like toy promotions and that sort of stuff. So he kind of knew that, okay, there's going to be something brand new, and it's going to be, very soon. And I also think, as far as I understood him, maybe he even knew about what it was like and what it looked like before any of us knew. But either way, let's continue. So we really shouldn't surprise anyone if Generation 8 are actually in the localization stage. This is him referring to the localization that we're talking about in my video from, I think, yesterday or the day before that. We are situated in a heavy promotional period now. And by the time February hits, we will still see a lot come into fruition. Expectations are high for sure. And I said, like, I kind of responded here saying, I do hope that this means there will be a large amount of promotion and advertising for Gen 8 in 2019, which I do hope there will be. There's been a lot of promotion for Let's Go here in Sweden. I really hope there's going to be an equal amount for Gen 8 so we can get the fair chance. You know what I mean? And here's what he says here is, there is a lot coming. Mewtwo is going to be a big part of it by the looks of the year. And then, people were like, how so? And this guy responded, because Kanto. And I said, not really. And my response was, no, actually, it's because of the 2019 Pokemon animated movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. So they're doing a huge bump in promotion for that specifically, because it's Mewtwo getting a new promotion. Of course, yes, I get it. It's still Mewtwo. It's still Gen 1. I understand. But my point here was that, it's Mewtwo getting a remake movie, right? Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. The same way that back in like when X and Y were supposed to come, they did a movie for Black and White, which had Mewtwo in it. And that was the first time we got to see, like, proper Mega Evolution for Mewtwo and whatnot, and that was revealed in that movie, and kind of like it was a brand new feature, right, for the Generation 6 games. And the same thing might happen now, where they're going to use Mewtwo as a catalyst to introduce some brand new feature, right, some new evolution type of thing. I mean, even the name has Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution in it, so there's going to be probably something in that manner. Now, people have been saying, oh, that's unlikely, that's not going to happen. Keep in mind, people didn't think Mega Evolutions were going to be a thing either, but honestly, remember, Game Freak doesn't want to reach that dreaded 1,000 Pokemon number. They just don't want to hit that 1,000 number. So what's a better way to delay that number being hit? Well, introduce new forms, introduce new evolutions, that sort of stuff. We had Alola forms, right? We never expected to see Alola forms. I never expected to see a freaking Sandshrew that's an ice type. I never expected to see that. Guess what? They did it. So would it really surprise you if they did a new sort of evolution, like some sort of, some brand new thing where basically maybe a Pokemon can evolve into a different version of itself, like instead of, instead of evolving into a Pikachu, instead of a Pikachu evolving into a Raichu, it evolves into a Choo-Choo or some shit. I don't know, man. You get the point. But I kept going here saying, it's a huge bump in promotion for that, and the movie will most likely have some sort of connection with Gen 8, the same that we had back in X and Y with Mega Mewtwo back then. And then Paul Ryan also added in here saying, plus the leaked information that I posted. Exactly. The information that he's been posting is that there's going to be something brand new that ties in with Mewtwo as well. And, of course, we have more stuff in here, guys. And here he continues on and says, right here. Okay, so he says, we're in a similar scenario to November 2015 when Magearna started popping about way before its reveal in promotions. Another mystery figurine reveals the following month in March, but I'm well past that point now. And then he posted this right here saying, EHP 16 Komodo is going to be replaced late February by a new large Mewtwo variation, it seems. I will confirm this between the 23rd and 28th and no later, and that's good to know. And what's really cool right here is that you can see all the legendary type Pokemon, not all of them, but a lot of them, Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Rayquaza, Lapras is there for some reason, and Komodo as well is going to be replaced apparently with a Mewtwo there instead. But what he's saying here is there's a similar scenario to November 2015 when Magearna started popping about way before its reveal in promotions. Now, what is he talking about here, right? So, if you guys remember 2015, we didn't have any Pokemon games in 2015, but in November of 2015, that's when things started, or even slightly before that, I think, things were starting to leak and, kind of come out, and, a bunch of information came out, and Magearna was one of those things, because Magearna was going to have, some sort of tie-in with the new movie and whatnot that was happening, the Magearna movie, and what ended up happening, Magearna was shown off, through merchandising leaks, and that's how it popped up first, and then it ended up being in the next movie. The same way there's going to be a brand new Pokemon now that's most likely going to be tying in with the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, which is really interesting. So that is that. Let's see. Let's continue here, guys. If people try to dispute this confirmation, then they've no idea about the work that takes place. It is happening. Mewtwo will get full focus in early 2019, and 2 major figure releases equals a big reveal is on its way. So that is good to know. I'll be getting a teaser trailer soon, or for movie 22 very soon. Yes, as I've talked about this as well. This is posted by another person who, like an inside leaker or rumor individual, whatever you want to call them, who also said there's going to be a trailer for Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution very soon, which could mean anywhere in December, January. It's a very close call. You know what I mean? And then also right here, Jeffrey asks, why do figures mean a big reveal from Mewtwo? I just followed you, so I'm not sure how merch and reveal cycles go hand in hand when it comes to Pokemon. And then Paul says, research maybe. Well, one of the go-to people in community for information. I've already posted all the data for Patreons because I don't trust anyone here. Not much else to say. Well, that's one way to put it. Let's see. So, the 2 big figures are going to be Melta and Mameltol. It's kind of obvious. And Paul Ryan asks, can you read Chinese? The text lady says Mewtwo. Japanese, yes. Chinese, no. And, yeah, either way. Let's continue up here, guys, to more stuff. Espeon, Umbreon, Stuffle, and Beware. Sekiguchi, Momoko, plush announced to be released, which I already saw that. And also, I love the lovely little Magikarp. Beautiful. Let's see, and also here says, pouch collection display cards by Bandai look to hold a key as we move into the new era. Mad how much is appearing daily now. And of course there is the, there's one of the TCG cards that he was talking about there. And also he has this as well, which I didn't see. This was 6 hours ago, which I might as well cover here now as well. He says the New Year's special artwork by Game Freak, which by the way looks beautiful, dude. This looks amazing, man. Oh, I want this as a wallpaper, dude. Oh, I'm gonna ask Paul Ryan if he could give me like a proper high-res wallpaper version of this, because I wanna have this as a wallpaper, dude. This is beautiful, man. I love Rayquaza with the flowers in the front, dude. That's beautiful. Either way, back to the point. This is from about 6 years ago, but the 2019 artwork is getting teased soon, apparently. Wait, is this like an old one as well? Damn, yeah, you're right, because I don't see any I don't see any Gen 6 Pokemon, do I? Nope. Can't see any Gen 6 Pokemon. This is an old one, then. Wow, this was just when Black and White came out. That is old, dude. Jeez, I like it. Kind of wish I had a Dragon type for Gen 6 or 7 though. I believe it's old artwork, but I'm unsure if they are re-releasing it or something. Well, apparently it's popped up now, so the New Year special artwork by Game Freak. This is from 6 years ago, but the 2019 artwork is getting teased soon apparently. Well, that's interesting. I want to see that. And of course we had the big one here, which we already covered earlier, which is that this is going to be replaced here. And guys, again, there's something big happening with the new movie, guys. There's something big happening, and of course, your boy here is going to be providing you with information and news videos and all that stuff for that. But before we go any further, for anybody who doesn't know about the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution movie, let me show you some information right here, which I've covered before, but again, there seems to be a lot of people who don't even know about this movie, so I might as well cover it again, so you know and remember this, so that when everybody asks you, you're going to be like, I know everything. Don't you worry, babe. Don't you worry. I got this. Alright, so let's read this. Pokemon Movie 22, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. This was posted 5 months ago, by the way. This is old shit, dude. The 21st Pokemon movie featuring Lugia and Zeraora premiered in Japan today. As usual, the teaser followed the next year's movie, and it seemed it may feature Mewtwo from the first movie, as our good friend Nogasu's Backpack, which is the one I originally read back when this all came out. This is the one that I actually read about the whole thing, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find the exact post here, but it was a while back, my dudes. It was a while back, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find it. But he made an actual post. So Dogasu's Backpack, definitely worthwhile checking out, because he definitely had like a lot of information on that. So, as reported, so the teaser starts with a black screen. The text that says something along with the lines of "The legend is back" appears in both English and Japanese. After that, some bubbles that look very familiar to the movie one fans the first Pokemon movie starts floating up from the bottom of the screen. As the bubbles continue to rise, we hear the voice that I'm 99.99999% sure is Masachika Ichimura, the original voice of Mewtwo from Mewtwo Strikes Back and that Johto TV special, recite the opening monologue from the first movie. What is this place? Who am I? When we then see a shot similar to the one below of Mewtwo opening its eyes, though I'm sad to say that Mewtwo shown in the teaser for next year's film is rendered in CG. Oh, I remember reading that the first time. After this, the movie's logo comes up, Pocket Monsters, the movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. The logo, at least now anyway, consists of the word evolution written out in English slapped onto the bottom right corner of the old movie logo from 1998. Which is when I was born, which is, wow, that was literally done 20 years ago, dude. Literally 20 years ago, man, when I was born. Jeez. Alright, so Game Freak has already stated that Mewtwo will play a much larger role in the story for, well, that's untrue. That's right there is untrue. Because it didn't end up playing any big role. So it makes sense the movie will continue the Kanto hype train for marketing purposes. Well, this is where this loses its edge, because no, this is actually tying in with Gen 8. And again, Paul Ryan has already explained this, and I explained this throughout the whole video. This was posted 5 months ago, which we now can confirm. We played the games. There is no big deal with Mewtwo in the games. It's just you catch it like any other Pokemon. It's just a legendary, right? Cool, you know, no big deal. It's not like a special, nothing special really happens. Cool, you've got green, you got like green and like, whatchamacallit, like leaf or whatever you want to call her. You got red, and like, yeah, they pop up after like the Elite Four or whatever, and after you do a few certain things. But beyond that, really nothing major. Like, really nothing major with Mewtwo. So the Mewtwo tie-in that's happening here, as mentioned by Paul Ryan, as mentioned by myself, is not going to be related to Let's Go. It's related to Gen 8, because Mewtwo's probably going to be a catalyst for something brand new in those games, including a brand new Pokemon being revealed in that movie, similar to Magearna. Similar to how Magearna was revealed through the Pokemon movies, this is going to be a similar thing. It's going to be a brand new Pokemon in the new Mewtwo movie, most likely, and it's going to be revealed through that. And also, Mewtwo's going to have some sort of new evolution type deal going on with it. Something brand new is going to happen, as far as I can tell. Now, that's a speculation part, but the brand new Pokemon being revealed most likely, that's pretty much going to be a 99.999% thing. So, you know, no need to worry about that. But either way, remember, guys, if you want to make sure you keep yourself in the loop here with these videos and this sort of stuff, then just make sure to, slap like a Reno on the video Reno. Also, I forgot to remove this trademark. I'm so sorry. I forgot to remove that while checking Twitter. I apologize about that. I totally forgot about it while I was doing this, which might as well put it on again real quick here, because I'm going to show you the Mewtwo thingamajiggy here. So there is a Mewtwo little promotional thing, which actually I'm going to read here on Pokeshopper wrote, says Jan equals 13-digit code number. Prove that the product exists in the world, and you will see this exact code when the product goes live officially. New Mewtwo Moncol EX leak scheduled for February 2019 reveal alongside mystery figurine. Clear indication that 2 versions exist. So there's going to be something brand new, guys, and I'm excited. I get very excited for this sort of stuff. All these leaks and all this information is great. Also, just a heads up, there is going to be a live stream. I'm not sure exactly when, but there's going to be a live stream soon enough by Joe Merrick, not Joey Merrick, sorry, I messed up. Not Cerebi, no. Pokeshopper, Paul Ryan. He's going to be doing a live stream where he's going to cover this Mewtwo stuff even more in depth. So I'll be looking at a stream and kind of like seeing what he has to say, and definitely check it out as well, guys. Just search up Pokeshopper on YouTube. And yeah, guys, it's going to be the end of the video. If you enjoyed, then drop a like down below. And again, thank you to Paul Ryan for his lovely work and the stuff he does for the community. I think a lot of people don't really understand how much he does for the community and how much he helps out, but he definitely is a great person. So check out his stuff in the link in the description down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name's been Ruffle Rowlett. Have a great day, and bye bye, ladies and gentlemen.